what you're saying. Nani? Get out my business, okay?
This is a segment that we have on by popular demand. Occasionally, my sister, Nafi, comes on the channel and gives us some piping hot tea. Me and Eric will sit back idly and interject as we feel needed or upon request.
She surely is popping that jacket.
She is. So without any further ado, I give to you Tea with Nafi. You're glistening, by the way. Look at Nafi, glistening. Glistening. That's moisturizing. I never thought I needed lotion more in my
natural.
life.
That's natural moisture. Man.
I never thought I needed lotion more in my life. I never thought I needed lotion more in my life. My knuckles are ashy.
Bath. I'm telling you, take baths. You'll be fine.
Nah, listen, man. Listen, us dudes is just never gonna have the radiant glow of a dark skinned woman.
Yeah, I just
okay.
I can live with this fact.
Welcome, guys. Tea with Nafi. I feel like I should fill my teacup with Gatorade because I am pumped. But let me settle down though, because before we get started, I have some terrible news.
Oh.
So a couple people died this past week. Let's start off with Gregg Leaks. So people may not know who he is, but he is well known for being Nene Leaks' husband in The Real Housewives of Atlanta. So if you've been watching the last few seasons, he's been battling with colon cancer. A couple times during the seasons, he beat it. You know, he got to ring that bell, went into remission, and last week it got the best of him and he passed away. It was so sad because Gregg was such a sweet person. And he openly talked about his colon cancer on the show. He advocated for people to get, checked. And that's another thing, like I was telling her earlier, it's just like, we lose a lot of our Black people from like diagnoses like colon cancer, prostate cancer, hypertension, diabetes, like things that we definitely have to be following up on those things, like going to the doctor regularly. We just lost Chadwick Boseman to the same thing, right? Colon cancer, like just making sure men are taking care of themselves. Like November's coming up, No Shave November. It's not just No Shave November. What's behind that purpose? And I'm glad that we made it into something that's more creative, not just like, oh, it's November, go get your prostate checked. Well, No Shave November, okay? So let's throw that out there. Let the beards flourish. But while your beard is flourishing, let's make sure we got the appointment scheduled. Heero, Eric, do you have your appointment scheduled? It's important.
I don't have a doctor. Nafi, if you know somebody
Kaiser.
No,
or
do you know?
Do you, White. I'm sorry, Baylor Scott White. I used them when I was in Texas. That's all I knew. Was Baylor Scott White.
Can y'all find me somebody brown that I can trust?
They got Black people on there.
Nah, I'm at Bumpsy all the time. I ain't seen one.
Girl, you need to make sure you have an appointment scheduled. It's important. It's very important. You work in a hospital.
I'm making my commitment now. I will get my check by the end of September.
I will do that for November. I'm gonna find me a
I'm challenging everybody, all males in the chat, like for real. This is something serious. It doesn't just kill Black people, it kills males in general. So definitely take it seriously. So rest in peace to Gregg Leaks. Again, the show won't be the same without him. Nene's no longer on the show anyway, so he wasn't going to be on there anyways. But it's a little tea for you. And then secondly, oh my God, like I dedicated this entire from March to like July. I dedicated it to watching The Wire. Because everybody talked about it. And I watched it this year. I was like, everybody keeps talking about it. I'm like, I live in the DMV. I went to Baltimore. I heard people talk. I'm like, all right, this is, I need to go. I need to watch The Wire. I have to watch it. And the most key component of The Wire was the character Omar, who was played by Michael K. Williams. Like, when I tell you talented, and let me just say this, it takes guts to know your sexuality and to be able to step outside of that box and perform the way he did. I mean, bravo. Most people get talked about for doing things like that. And he was able to do that. But nonetheless, he was found, now allegedly, they're saying that it was some type of drug play. There were some things on the table that suspect to be a fentanyl overdose. So he was found dead in his apartment, apparently allegedly over an overdose. He was found by his nephew. And what's the saddest thing about this is that we just lost who to the same thing? DMX, right? Mm-hmm. And he played in the tribute to DMX. He favored him, so they had him play DMX. And it's just like, it's like a story being written all over again. It's like we continuously lose our celebrities to drugs and overdoses. Like, look what happened to what's his name, who died from Chicago, who stuffed all those pills in his mouth when he was arriving at the airport, because the airport officials told him they had guns and drugs on the plane. So he thought it was smart to swallow all these pills, and he died. I can't even think of his name. From Chicago. Man, I can't think of his name. But yes, he passed away. So
are you talking about Juice WRLD?
Yes,
yeah,
thank you. Juice WRLD. Overdose.
That was my dude. I love Juice WRLD.
And it kills me because it's like, I tell her all the time, like, you give me $1 million, I invest that, I flip that to 10 million, you will never see me. I'll be somewhere, you'll never know where I'm at. I won't be a part of any drugs. I'll be living the best life ever. And I don't know what people go through, but I know that it's not worth losing your life or going to therapy to talk about it. Yeah. Like, I mean, we are losing our history early. He was only 53 or 54. Like, he still had a life. He was also known for his act in Lovecraft Country. That was another one. I couldn't get into that. It was pretty intense, but
it is.
He was also a star on that show. And he even had a scene in a moment when he was working with the cast, and he got so emotional because he felt like people thought that this wasn't going to be a good role for him. And he just talked about how they accompanied him, and they were so happy that he was a part of this show, and we couldn't have done it without him. And it's just like, it's people that was counting on him. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know if people have like their one set drug person, like, all right, I need a refill. And it's like, that one person could just end your life from a bad batch. And we don't know, like I said, we don't know the facts about what happened, but it's just like, all it takes is one strand of something to end your life. So rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. I mean, like I said, he was a person who been deserved his flowers. And again, like I said, from his performance through The Wire was amazing. And it was because of him. So rest in peace to him, Michael K. Williams. And like I said, if you rich, leave the drugs alone, please. Just leave the drugs alone. Like, alcohol enough. You're already damaging your liver. Like, but just leave, like, fentanyl, like, leave the hard drugs up, like crack and cocaine. Like, leave all that alone. You don't need that. You don't need it. You don't need it. Like, now we got to mourn another loss. Like, we're still in a pandemic. Like, can we get over that first? But yeah. And there's another side to this T who I am very upset with.
Do you want to end that segment, or do you?
Let's end it. Yeah, let's end it before I give out the goofy of the day.
Okay.
Let's end it.
All right. Well, that has been some heartfelt tea with a strong. Hey, we ain't never say we ain't gonna love you, and that love might be tough. So all you fellas out there, take heed to this warning, and all these people who trying to expand their horizon. Staying on Earth ain't that bad, especially when you're living in it. So for everything in between, in the meantime, Eric, where can they find us?
Right here on Twitch, man. And if you ain't got no Twitch account, which you do because you got a Gmail, I'm just saying. So go ahead and sign up for Twitch. Hey, make sure you're going over to our favorite side piece YouTube. You can catch us over there. We're also up on Facebook. Man, I really hope that Facebook counter is working, because I'm pretty sure some people are rocking with us on Facebook. We always got 3 or 4 y'all lurking over there. Mm-hmm. So make sure you go down in that description box, man. Hit the link tree. See all the places where we at. Heero's TikTok famous. We just dropped a couple videos over on Instagram. Getting some love over there. Make sure y'all go watch those. Those are very, very important videos you gotta watch over there. And we'll catch up with y'all next time.
We could catch the five, but it's so hard to find through the daily grind. We're working overtime, and I'm sleep deprived. Shorty on my